Hi there, my Adv riding friends. A quick tip from me. It's time to change the sprocket and chain the quick way. So I only recommend this if you're going to change the sprocket and chain at the same time, which I do. So this is a chain. It's really soft to cut off. It takes just seconds. The reason I'm replacing the chains and sprockets is that they are done. I have not much left to adjust and tension the chain, and the sprockets looks like this and this. I will let you see it compared to the new one. And this shaft nut here was actually not tightened. It came loose, but it was locked up with this locking washer. So when I used this one, I didn't have to use any force at all. Totally loose. But hey, time to change the sprocket. Well, alright, here you can see the difference. The old one, which is dampened with some rubber compound. You can see not much left of it at all after the trip to Norway. If you haven't seen my videos on the trip to Norway, the Trans-European Trail Norway, please do. Here are the new sprocket. You see, it's a significant difference, but it's also not dampened, so that's quite interesting. It's a Super Sprox 16, like the original one. Some goes down to a 15 in front. I'm pretty curious about that, but have not done that yet. Alright, so install it. And to that we have some grease. Then you need the T45 that you got in your tool kit and a 13 ring wrench to remove the rear sprocket. It's Loctite on these as well, I could see. Do not over tighten these when you install it then, because I think some have done that, I heard of. Well, there we go. Sprocket. Should we compare it to the new one? That's always interesting. Racing sprocket, steel. It's 45 as standard, original, and this is the old one. See? Yeah, some different, eh? So I will put some Loctite on these as well. All of them, tighten them. Next thing is to back off these. Now I'll put the rear axle in the absolutely most front position to get the chain on a lot easier. So I rolled up this chain very easy, and here is the part where the master link should be. Now it's time to lubricate the master link and its sealings. You get everything in the kit. the grease that you should have. Here is the O-rings. Like that. So if you do not have a professional riveting tool, you can try to use a mini vise if you have one. That's what I found. But it works, and I have a ring wrench around the rivet and force the master link together before riveting. So now I measured the master link over these links, and it measures equal 18 millimeters to the others. And now I will measure the rivet, and that is 5 millimeters. Now I have riveted the chain with my vise and a Allen key into this center hole on the rivet, and just clamped it and then measured it, so I have a good measure for riveting. You should be at least like 0.2 millimeters over the original diameter of the rivet, but not more than, let's say, 0.5. And that's good. You could also actually, if you have something heavy on the opposite side, you can use a center punch or like a drill and give it a good smack with another hammer, and then you're fine. But always measure with a caliper if you have done the riveting correct. Something more to check that we can do right now is to see if it moves freely, shouldn't be stuck. And you also have controlled the measures over these plates, so it's even with others, in this case 18 millimeters. And now I will pre-tension the chain a little bit, not too much, because I will set it to the side stand and check it and do the last tensioning. And the front sprocket nut needs to be torqued to 100 Newton meters. And for that, you could sit on the bike and put your foot on the brake. As you remember, I put some Loctite on this. And then you have this locking washer. Helmockers in town. Right, good to go there. Some Loctite on that as well. You know that one, don't you? It's a tricky one. I have actually lost one of these when the bike was fairly new. That one just popped off. The factory actually forgot to put Loctite on that one. Like that. And you should have 2 to 5 millimeters there. All right. So I think I will tension it a little bit more, like that. Well, that was it. New front sprocket, rear sprocket and chain. How nice, isn't that? Something else that I also discovered is that my rear brake pads needs to be replaced. So stay tuned for that episode. Ciao.